Good morning. I'm Thomas, owner of Mixter Fixall Home and Garden. We came out this morning to ride the bike for the first time, and guess what? It's a no start. It's been sitting up all winter. As you can tell from my breath, it's 32 degrees outside, but we're going for a ride. I'm a little tired. I worked all week. Had to power wash a hospital, which is right about 40,000 square feet. Did it in 5 days. I'm beat up, Clorox stained and everything, but besides the point. Anyway, what I was trying to do with my videos is help the guy who's thinking of starting his own business and trying to figure out the pros and cons, what it's going to take to actually make the business actually operate, and what capital you need, licenses, insurances, anything that you may need to get a small business going. Now, I'm a sole proprietor, but I'm in an incorporation, and I bought a lot of stuff over the years, and the thing is image. I create a kind of a wholesome, all-American image with my contracting services, and but anyway, let me just show you this 2011 Chevrolet. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, in the United States, so the Chevrolets are the big deal. Of course, I've got all my numbered. They're all equipped ladder racks, tow packages, and then I've got the trailers, enclosed trailers in the back. That's a 7 by 16 homesteader, really heavy duty. A lot of steel up front. Those beams run all the way back, and that's what I've got all of my landscaping stuff in. There's the first trailer I ever bought, single axle, Holmes, really good trailer, very strong. I've never had any problems with it. You can haul a lot of crap in it. One thing I suggest doing is never sell your trailers. If you got equipment that's paid for, best thing to do is hold on to it, because sooner or later you're going to need that equipment. And then of course storage is another problem. We'll get into that in a whole different segment. But anyway, now there's the double axle. This is my heavy equipment, debris, whatever I need. I use this trailer right here, and this also is a maxi trailer. It's super heavy duty. You always want to try to buy the most heaviest duty equipment you can possibly find. But this is my buddy's rig over there. He's got the same trailer. As soon as I bought mine, he bought his, and his has been sitting. Well, mine's sitting now because landscaping season is over with. But anyway, yeah. So what'll end up happening if you try to start a business, really, is that first you got to have the know-how. You got to have a little bit of people skills. Let me make sure I'm not messing with the camera, but you definitely have to have people skills. It's taken me, I was in the car business 28 years, and it took me a long time to understand just general business. Business works a different way. It's all built on relationships, and if you can't establish relationships and you don't have the rapport to put a deal together and go out and meet people and not afraid to shake hands and get right in people's faces, that's what it takes. That's the real stuff. That's not stuff they teach you in school, college. You're not going to learn that. They're going to give you the application part, but the actual part that you really need to know is getting out there. But that's a whole nother segment. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Thomas. I'm a German American. I moved over here with the military, and anyway, I worked for the man for 28 years, the car business. I worked in the auto industry for 28 years. Was pretty successful. I made a lot of money. I did real well. But the problem is like a gypsy's life. You're always moving around. You're always looking for the next best car dealership. So that made me move. I've had some broken marriages. We'll definitely not talk about that anymore. But the whole point is I've been single for a long time. I moved up to Raleigh 7 years ago and still work for the man, but I work for the best car company and had some of the best bosses I could probably ever have imagined in my life. But One day I walked in November 9th, 2009, and basically try to negotiate my situation with the car company. You know, get more money, get a better position, you know, that one big last move, whatever. It didn't pan out. You know, even after 28 years, you know, the hierarchies that were already there, you're not going to change that. So politically speaking, I just decided, well, it's best for me to take all the talent that I've got, and of course I haven't told you anything about what I know and what I can do. You know, from the name, you would think Mr. Fix All, you know, that would pretty much give you an indication that I could probably do it all. But remember, that don't mean nothing if you ain't got the license or the know-how or any of the experience to pull off the job. You know, one thing I've always said is never put yourself out there in such a way that you, you know, underbid and overpromise. If you do that, you're going to go bankrupt. So what you've got to really do is you got to know how to bid. You got to know what your time's worth. I've established my time to be worth $100 an hour. Now everybody says, "Oh my God, $100 an hour. How do you afford to get? You know, who's going to pay you that?" Well, there's secrets to, you know, business that I've learned, that the way you book and bill, invoicing, and the way you present the numbers to somebody is very crucial. That's salesmanship. You know, that's not. Sorry, but if you don't know salesmanship, you're not going to make it. I don't care how good of a carpenter you are, how good of a plumber you are. If you're not a salesman first, you're going to lose. Or you're not going to make the big money. Let's say you make a living, you'll be okay, but in reality, you know, you're not getting where you really want to go. You know, the independence, financial independence, and a lot of things that, you know, business owners expect, tax breaks, you know, things of that nature. We'll go into that in another segment. But I just want to introduce myself. I'm Thomas, owner of Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden Incorporated in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I'm going to just send you off with my BMW. It's a 2004 R1150 RT. It looks just, in fact, it's the model that the state troopers have now. So that's my baby. I bought it here in the city, right at the dealership, sitting in a showroom. Guy traded it in. Has all kinds of cool stuff on it. It's got the intercept package up on top, or what they call the info cluster, where you can put your cameras, cell phones, GPSs, you know, whatever, radar. Got 60,000 miles on it. I don't know if you can see that's, yeah, 62,000. Yeah, there you go. But pretty clean. Of course, I had to stick that in there for safety, but it's charging. You know, there it is. Yep. Anyway, we're going to try to get it on the road. We're going to, I always say we're going to, I always sound like I am two people, because I always say we, and I should say I, but I don't. I say we. I don't know why I do that, but there's the method behind the madness, I'm sure. Well, you guys have a great day. Hopefully I can do more series in how to start a small business in this type of economy and what it takes, the money, your downstroke, the licenses, the fees associated with it, the demographics, where you should go, the type of name you should call your business, registration, and getting your name patented, and do all kinds of different things for the legal side, because that's the most important. You've got to be legal. If you're not legal and you think, oh, this guy's just going to give me a bunch of tips on how to start a small business, wrong. I'm not. The stuff I know, I don't share with people. In other words, techniques I've learned, that took me 35 years to learn. I'm not going to share with you how I build. Instead, I'm going to show you how I did it. And that's the part that I think is the most important, because people want the knowledge on how to start something, and then their own natural talent, hopefully yours, will kick in, and then you just take the mentality of the way I think about things, which is unique. I promise you. I won't bore you to death. I promise. But when you finally grasp the way I think, you can make a lot of money. And right now I'm over six figures, and I'm doing that, of course, solely on my own, and in the construction business. So Anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye.